Spider-Man Brand New Day is finally here, and 2 of your CinemaSins writers have thoughts.
So many thoughts.
Fear not, your regularly scheduled Everything Wrong with Spider-Man Brand New Day video is still happening, and it's coming very soon. But after 10 years of sinning, we finally decided to actually review a movie. And what better franchise to start with than the one that started all of CinemaSins?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Spider-Man.
Hey Deneé, do you want to review Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah.
Every time we do one of these videos, we'll hit you with a synopsis and then cover our most burning thoughts about the movie, covering set pieces, acting, what we liked about the plot.
Or didn't like about the plot.
Essentially, whatever has stuck with us, good or bad. All of those things will contribute to our brand new and yet unnamed Win-Sin Gauge.
We don't know where it's actually going to go.
We don't know where to look yet, but we're thinking here.
This gauge is going to help you guys see our thoughts as we talk about this movie, whether we are liking it as we're discussing it, whether we're not liking it. And at the end of this video, we're going to have an overall view of whether this movie is a sin or a win. This is going to be great. Explain to me what happened in this movie.
All right, synopsis time. Last we left Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Peter Parker was known to everybody, all of his friends, the Avengers. He'd been exposed. The end of the last movie, Doctor Strange casts some stuff and wipes everyone's memory of Peter Parker. Now he finds himself in a world where his girlfriend, MJ, his best friend Ned, the Avengers, nobody knows who he is. And this movie is about him finding his way as basically a full-time Spider-Man.
Like a lone wolf spider.
A lone wolf spider, I like it. As he navigates a series of mystery attacks on the Department of Damage Control, something squiffy appears to be happening with his powers. Can Bruce Banner help? Can the Punisher help? Who's Sadie Sink playing? Honestly, that's all the synopsis I want to share. It is almost impossible to talk about this movie without getting deep into spoilers, and I just want to scream about who Sadie Sink is playing, but I'm not going to do it. But instead, we're going to jump into our spoiler-free review.
So as we said, we're going to hit our big thoughts for this movie. I'll usually have 3, Ian will have 3, and the sin-win gauge is going to do whatever the sin-win gauge does. Ian, why don't you kick us off?
I want to start with the acting, which is not something I thought I was going to start with in a Spider-Man film. I love the performances in this movie so much. I was really worried that the movie would start to wallow in Peter Parker being really understandably depressed, but instead it dives into more of a detective Spider-Man thing. But when we do get the emotional bits and he's forced to interact with Zendaya and how her life is progressing and watching Ned post on socials as they go through MIT, it never felt too much, but I also got it. Tom Holland is great at being on the edge of tears at all times. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we definitely saw the pendulum swing in emotion in his performance specifically. But I think where I completely agree with you, and in an awkward moment, this was actually something I wanted to talk about for one of my points too. So we're just going to merge our bubbles together. I think.
Merge it.
In this particular group with Ned and MJ and Spidey and all of that, there is this camaraderie between them that I felt it without realizing what was happening to me. And what it did for me in the acting department, and really all of it, but for the acting specifically with this cast, I just found myself relaxing in the theater and genuinely being along for the ride. I also thought that it was going to be a bit of a snooze fest with like, oh, I'm so sad, Spidey.
I'm so sad.
But they don't seem to stay inside those deeper acting moments too long, but we still see the depth. We still see the tears. We still see the intensity. It wasn't just Tom or Zendaya or any of the other people that were playing. It's like all of them together, even the new characters that are coming in. And you've got like Bruce Banner and you've got like all these people that are coming together. It just all worked for me. They were really comfortable in their roles and it showed.
Yeah, it's so clear that the 3 of them specifically are friends off screen as well. Like, I don't know that we'll ever see that magic again because, newsflash, Zendaya and Tom Holland are together.
What?
What? And I just think that chemistry, like, you can't switch. I think Zendaya, I would love to have seen more of her. She's always great. And the fact that there's not a huge role for her in Peter's life at the minute for the memory loss reasons is a shame. I'd love to see more of her.
I'm going to disagree on that. And this is, I love the acting and I don't mind the character, but I am so relieved that I didn't have to suffer a love story in this.
This is my favourite Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner performance in a while. Absolutely loved what they did with the Hulk. Wasn't a big fan of it in Infinity War and Endgame. Love it here. I love John Bernthal. I love Punisher. He irritated the pants off of me in this movie.
What?
Yeah, there was just, he didn't need to be here. He didn't need to be here.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, to be fair, I didn't know who the he was. I would say 3/4 of the way through is when I figured it out. There's a shot from above when you see his vehicle pull up, and then it has the Punisher symbol on the hood.
That was your giveaway?
And that was my giveaway.
That'll do it. So for me, the acting is a big win on our win-sin gauge. I'm guessing it's the same for you.
Yeah, definitely a win for me. So that sin-win gauge is looking pretty happy.
Pretty positive right now. What is your second point, Deneé?
I thought this movie did a really, really good job of showcasing the character Spider-Man. Sometimes I feel like we get lost a bit watching movies, wondering what the character's drive is. Sometimes it gets lost because of action sequences or very, very, very annoying love stories or whatever the situation might be. And I feel like because I saw his sadness and his hurt, I also got to really enjoy what makes him really unique. And I just didn't realize he's a good kid. I had no idea. I had no idea that he's like somebody who is going to rescue a bad person that's just stolen a car. And in their attempt to steal a car, they go off a bridge or something, and he still makes the effort to save that person. Yeah. And that is a theme of this one in particular, is that wrestling of like, when you evolve as a character, what do you become? And so even though I'm just watching it kind of for the first time, I was really invested. We got to see New York loving Spider-Man. We got to see people enjoying Spider-Man, but then Spider-Man kind of learning to enjoy himself and find himself. And so through that, I really enjoyed kind of meeting this character.
I love this particular portrayal of Spider-Man. The best thing this movie does is pair him with that detective, because I'm so used to vigilantes being the bad guys, kind of like you're breaking the law. Even if you're doing good, you should let the police do their work and whatnot. But this detective is using Spider-Man as a resource, sees that he's a good kid. I think in general, Spider-Man is one of the most optimistic superheroes that we have. Part of the joy of watching him is that he's a kid just swinging through the city, being cheeky, but still has these superpowers that he can use for good. And he really just wants to do good. The second thing I want to talk about is the plot. Obviously, we're not going to get into spoilers. I just love, in general, where they took Spider-Man on this journey and how they interweaved something that could have been handled pretty poorly. And that's going to be extremely cryptic.
It's very cryptic.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
And you've seen the movie.
Oftentimes, I'm watching a movie and I'm just going, oh, I have other things I could be doing right now. But instead, the plot is clipping. And then when you get over into the final kind of bit, that really good stuff at the end that we can't talk about, it is just working for me on all cylinders. All the little things that were happening in the first half of the movie are singing in the second half for me. And I think that the writers did a really fantastic job of making it seem pretty effortless. Very good plot development also. And for me, why do we even have a sin side of this gauge? We don't know.
I will say that if I was going to add a sin, and I don't think it's going to be big enough, again, it is Punisher's plot.
Okay, but we have to save that for the everything wrong with video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
No, I'm going to talk about it now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why he's in this movie. It is so, like, the Punisher, honestly, the Punisher tie-in is so, for me, weak. I could have cut that out and not missed it at all and found other ways for Spider-Man to get there. However, love what they did with Hulk. How they've picked him up from Endgame and what he's doing now. Really, really like that. And I am so interested to see what they're going to do next as well.
I can see what you mean. So maybe you're kind of like in the middle. It's not a sin or a win, it's just an in.
Let's bring the sin down a bit, but then win brings it up even more.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
See. Okay.
Yeah. What's the last thing you want to talk about?
Humor. The humor worked really, really well for me. Multiple times I found myself really enjoying it and kind of having a good time, which is not easy to do because I think I'm just a bitter old woman. Is it a win for you? Does it have to be a win for both of us?
I don't think we both have to, but yes, that one is a win for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. You did laugh out loud. If you were going to say it was a sin for you, I was going to bring up that you laughed out loud. You were going to
throw that in my face. Yeah.
More of a gentle prod.
Mm-hmm. My final thought is the action. I almost wanted to start with this because it's my biggest win. This has my favorite Spider-Man action of any Spider-Man movie. It's going to sound so dumb, but the things he does with webs made me giddy. I was like, let's go! That was so cool, and it can be so easy to get action wrong and boring in superhero movies because there's almost like so much choice that you could make.
Oh yeah, because they're superheroes.
What you do, yeah, and it's webs, it's string. You could do so much with that. But what I love is I did a bit of digging after the fact, and Tom Holland and the director and the stunt team deliberately tried to recreate covers from classic comics for Spider-Man.
I wondered because of the opening sequence.
There are shots that are very clearly like freeze frame recreating a comic thing, but just in general, I was just like giddy like a little boy. And obviously so much of it is Tom Holland's physicality as well. He hasn't lost any of that. I think he's doubled down on it. It is a really hard movie to give spoiler-free review thoughts to. So shall we do some actual spoilers?
Yes, and I'll kick us off.
Well, I think we're going to have an actual like a transition card of some sort.
Now that the transition card has happened, I can finally talk about it. Who is my favorite X-Man?
Okay, I knew this.
Who is my favorite?
Your favorite X-person is...
Who is it?
Jean Grey.
I flipped my
As did the three people in front of us who went...
Most of the theater was excited about that.
No, I think a small percent. Everyone knew this was Jean Grey.
Didn't know.
This was that you didn't. This was the worst
know.
Kept secret. Sadie Sink has done an incredible job in interviews. Like, I could watch a compilation of her ducking questions in interviews all day long because Marvel really, really wanted to keep this secret.
And they did.
They did, but I think the red hair may have been the undoing. Everyone's first guess was, yeah, this is Jean Grey. That's who it is. Oh my God, who
cares if it was spoiled or not spoiled? The spoiler is that she is Jean Grey. And this is fantastic, and she's powerful, and she's dangerous. And let me tell you, it's so tragic. And because I know who Jean Grey is, the first thought that I had was, and then, oh no. And that's a really fun thing to be able to do. So, spoiler, that's who it is. I loved it. It worked for me on all levels, and I cannot wait to see her play this character again. She's so dangerous. I don't want it, but I do. Maybe we'd be friends, you know?
Yeah, no, maybe. I think you would, to be honest. You've got some Jean Grey energy about you.
Thank you. Thank you for seeing that.
Next up on the spoiler side, it was obvious that the hand was going to be in it because they're all over the posters and whatnot.
Yeah, the thumb is the one at the top.
Yes, I think that's the middle finger, actually, of the hand.
Oh, yes.
That would make more sense. But they are a really interesting group of organization of villains is hard because they have their own kind of code, but antagonists for the Daredevil TV show. But for me, they are a huge sin of the movie. Like, I think they are completely neutered compared to what they got to do in Daredevil. Like, if there's one bloated bit, it's them.
Next spoiler for me is this damage control group.
Yeah.
They be man.
Yeah.
The hand and other things are there to be used by them, and it is the most obvious bad guy from the beginning. Clocked it immediately. Definitely not a win for me. It was like, we have to have a bad guy. It's the only bad guy in the movie.
My theory is that because Jean Grey is the antagonist of the movie, but we can't make her really the big bad because we want her to be an X-Men, they had to slip in Scorpion and the Hand so that Spider-Man had somebody to fight in the big set pieces as well, because she has her mental powers, obviously, but there's not going to be like fisticuffs between them. So it felt like the most inorganic. Yeah. We have a superhero movie to make, and we need the superhero to fight somebody element of the whole situation. I do want to talk about Yelena super quick. Florence Pugh is in this movie. Her office is a spa. I love her. She was perfect. I don't know if I have to say anything else.
Yeah, listen, I understand why you can't have her in the entire movie because she would steal every single scene, and that does not help us.
She steals this movie. Those two scenes, she should be in the Department of Damage Control as a thief because she she's so good.
Yeah, forever I will say that I have seen your belly button, and those of us who have watched this movie know what that means.
I've seen your belly button.
Big spoiler for the end, Spider-Man sees Ned in their local shop, and he goes over to give
hate it. Nope. Don't even do it. I hate it. Here we go. Ned remembers the handshake because they have this handshake.
Let's see if we can do it. It's like this, and then it was like this, and then there was like a little elbow thing. Was there an elbow? I can't.
And then he's like, Peter. I hate it. Do you know why I hate it?
So great.
Because earlier in the movie,
because the brain remembers.
No, it doesn't. Because earlier in the movie, like
the heart remembers.
One of my favorite things in the movie, when Jean possesses MJ, she's like, oh, there is nothing. And MJ confirms that later on and says, I know that there's something missing, but I don't have it. And that was like drawing a line under it for me. Just like, oh, this spell worked. There's no, I can unearth memories. Like this magic magicked everything away for them. Ned coming in at the end and remembering because of that muscle memory, it undoes that so much. It undoes the magic, and it's the Inception spinning thing at the end, the totem, the little wobble.
Does it wobble?
Yes, it wobbles, and it just tells you everything you need to know is there. But I wanted them to commit to Ned being like, nope, cowardly move.
So now that you have some time with it, you're on it. I understand.
Yeah, no, I'm pooping on that. I don't like it.
Any other spoilers?
My favorite moment of the whole movie, which was Jean takes over MJ and Peter Parker have a moment on the roof, and she's like, I remember you, and they kiss, and it's really powerful, and then it's revealed that Jean has got to MJ and has taken her over. That told me so much about how, like, what position Jean is in right now and how messed up she is.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was
hurt people.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It was such a moment of betrayal. That's how you emotionally manipulate an audience. That was, mwah, chef's kiss. I like the up stuff. Sorry.
Well, people love ranking things, and so I think we should rank the Spider-Man movies, and because I've seen them all, I'm not going to participate in this, but I am going to ask you, Ian, as the only person who's qualified to do this, where does this movie rank for you?
I genuinely do love ranking things. I can't help it. Like, it just helps me quantify my love, and quantifying love is really important.
Let's start with just the Tom Holland ones.
No Way Home is my number one. The reason for that is that I am way higher on Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, than most people in the world. I love those movies so much. And I'm going to spoil it for you. The moment where all three Spider-Men get to play together and Andrew Garfield comes back is the closest I've come to tearing up. And there is a moment where Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, gets to do something he was unable to do in his second movie. Andrew Garfield's crying, everyone's crying, I'm crying. Like, No Way Home is going to be really hard to beat for me. It has issues, but I love it. Then it's going to be Brand New Day. Then it's going to be Homecoming, the first Tom Holland movie. And then Far From Home is my bottom. So yeah, that's where it's ranking for now. I don't think that's going to change even after the recency bias has settled.
Yeah, my number one is Brand New Day.
Surprise.
How about overall?
I'm going to have to lean over to the laptop and have a look at this.
Okay, go.
I do have No Way Home at number one overall, and these are just the standalone Spider-Man movies.
Mine's Brand New Day.
Number two, Into the Spider-Verse, which is the animated one, which is incredible. Ranked very highly on a lot of people's lists, I think.
My number two is Brand New Day.
Yep, there we go. Three is the controversial one. It's number three, come at me, is The Amazing Spider-Man, which is Garfield's first Spider-Man movie. Number four, Spider-Man 2. I think that's a lot of people's number ones. Doc Ock, great Spider-Man movie. Love it so much. Then, weirdly, 5 is going to be Brand New Day. And maybe that'll shift up over time, but I need a bit more time with it. 6 is Across the Spider-Verse, the second animated one. 7 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which most people don't acknowledge as a Spider-Man movie. 8 is the first Spider-Man. And then my least favorite is Spider-Man 3, mainly because I don't remember about that movie. Come at us in the comments with your rankings as well. Do it. I dare you.
So, final verdict. Where did this movie land for us on the Sin Win gauge?
This is where it landed for us on the Sin Win gauge. Are you surprised? So, Spider-Man Brand New Day is a win for both of us. Let us know in the comments if it's a win or a sin for you. Have you seen it yet? Are you going to see it? Where does it rank among all of your Spider-Man movies? And without a hint of irony at all, that is how you actually review Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Hey, did we just actually review a movie?
I think we did.
Shoom! And scene.